Hello, my dear students. How are you? I think you were always fine. But how can I say that? This is the pandemic situation. You know very well that coronavirus, okay, is everywhere in the world, okay. But like us public school and college has organized these online classes. You know very well that you are not going to school for a long time, and in this period, because public school and college has decided to take online classes for you. And by this situation, I am going to take your class 5 Hindi religion and moral education. I am Tushar Kanti Das, assistant teacher like us public school and college. You know very well, but someone who are new in this class, I think don't know me, so that's why I'm just I would like to introduce myself. Okay, so today's lesson, chapter 1, Ishwara and a service to living beings. Okay, this is our first chapter 1, Ishwara and service to living beings. Okay, so let's start this chapter. This is the page of your main book. For your textbook, you can take your textbooks in front of you, so that you can see this page very clearly. Okay, Ishwar and service to living beings. We know that Ishwar is Almighty. He has created everything: human being, animal, and beast. Sea, river, mountain, tree and creeper, flower and fruit, sky and wind and sun, moon, planet, star, all of the things in the world. Okay, He's Almighty. He can create anything. Okay, that's why you can see around of you that anything you can see, everything is created. Everything is created by this Almighty God, that is called Ishwar. Ishwar is the creator. Okay, all kinds of creations are created by Ishwara. The universe and the life are his creations. Okay, the universe where we are living right now and the life we have is the creation of him. Another name of Ishwara is Paramatma. Okay, another name of Ishwara is Paramatma. That is important. He exists in living beings. Okay, he exists in us. Ishwara existing in living beings is called Atma. Okay, that means every living being has Atma. Okay, has Ishwara. So if we respect others, that means we are going to respect Ishwara. That's time. Existing living bodies, Ishwara guides them. So a living beings is also Ishwara. Okay, all of the living beings in this world are also Ishwara. Clear? We want to express gratitude to Ishwara by serving him. We want to seek his grace on our path of life so that we can get welfare. That's why we sing praise of him. We want Ishwara to us, but Ishwara is incorporeal. He is invisible. One can mark expressions of his strength and virtue. Clear? We want to express gratitude to Ishwara by praying to him. Okay? To Ishwara by serving him. Okay, so how can we serve him? Tell me. Okay, can we see him? No. Can we get him? Can we see him, or can we touch him? No. Because Ishwara is incorporeal and he's invisible. Okay, he's shapeless. No one can see. One can mark expressions of his strength and virtue. Okay, no one can see him, but he can mark expressions of his strength only. Okay, but we can serve Ishwara in another way. How can? That is by serving living beings. Okay, if we serve living beings around us, that means we are serving to God. Clear? As Ishwara exists in living beings in the shape of souls, so serving beings will be as good as serving Ishwara. We can thus serve Ishwara by serving living beings. It has therefore been said, Yatra Jiva Tatra Siva. Okay, wherever is life, there is Shiva. Okay, but Shiva is not here like it's Brahma, Vishnu or Shiva. No, here Shiva means Ishwara. Okay, in this context, Swami Vivekananda has said the following lines: where are you searching for God, who is various forms stands before you? Those who love the living beings, they are serving God. Yeah. This means Ishwar is before us in the shape of many beings. Okay, that means you shouldn't search for God anywhere. Okay, He is before us in the shape of many beings. Okay, we need not look for Him outside. He who serves the living beings serves Ishwara through service to them. Okay, if you service to anyone, if you serve anyone, I mean any living beings, that means you are serving to God. That is, serving to living beings is therefore religion. Okay, that means what is religion actually? Service to living beings. Okay, if we are religious, that means we are serving to living beings. That means we are religious. But if you don't service anyone, if you don't serve anyone, that means you are not maintaining the religion actually. Okay, we shall serve Ishwara through service to living beings. We shall serve the poor. We shall serve the ill and distressed. That means by serving the poor, by serving ill and distressed people, that means you are serving God. We shall take care of pet animals. We shall plant trees. We shall take care of them. Thus we shall serve living beings with the idea of Ishwara about them. This will bring good to beings. We shall get peace by serving them. Ishwara also be pleased. Okay, if we serve the living beings, if they get peace, that means if they get pleased, that means Ishwara will be that kinds of pleased also. Yeah. Okay, we are now telling you a story. That means we are now just learning a story from the holy book of the Mahabharata about service to living beings. It's a very common story, I think. A poor Brahmin's service to living beings. Kurukshetra is a holy place of this subcontinent. Do you know that? In this subcontinent, I mean Indian subcontinent, Bharatvarsha, that is called Kurukshetra is the holy place, and Kurukshetra is also called Dharmakshetra. Okay, in Gita, in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it's the first line, Dharmakshetra, Kurukshetra, Samarvata, Yudh Shabaha. Okay, just like that. That means Dharmakshetra, Kurukshetra. Dharmakshetra means this Kurukshetra. This is the place of holy place for subcontinent of this subcontinent, Indian subcontinent. There lived a poor Brahmin in that Kurukshetra. His small co-family consisted of his wife, one son and one daughter-in-law. Okay, his wife, one son and one daughter-in-law, one son and his wife. That means 4 persons in this family. But what good was the small size of his family? No problem. On some days they had full meals, on some half. That means the family is small size, but they are starving for food. They are starving for food. For sometimes they had full meals, or they had only half meals. Okay. Sometimes they had even to go without any food. That means starving. For the Brahmin pastime, by practicing religion knowledge, he collected food by practicing unshavritti. Unshavritti means what kinds of unshavritti? What does it mean? Unshavritti is satisfying hunger by collecting the sheaves that were left in the field after the harvest has been completed. Okay, do you know that? Have you understood this line? Actually, unshavritti means if the harvest is completed. Okay, if the farmers collected all the things, all the harvest plants, that can be paddy, that can be wheat, okay, that can be corn. It can be collected, but after collecting them, some sheep are there left, okay, and this by collecting these sheep, unshabitti, that is called unshabitti. By collecting these sheep, Brahmin passed his days to take this food from these ships. Okay, it was the story of a day. The Brahmin failed to collect any food. He was very hungry. His wife, son, and daughter-in-law also were without food. Later on, he could collect some oats. Okay, do you know what is oats? In Bangla, it is called job. The Brahmin's wife made flour of that oats. That is called chatu in Bangla. That is called chatu. Then he divided the flour in 4 portions because there are 4 persons in this family. Then they sat down to it. Have you got it? Okay. This is the poor Brahmin as a guest. At that time, a poor Brahmin appeared there. He said, "We are in famine. We are passing days in starvation or half fed. Now I am very hungry." The Brahmin gave water to the guest Brahmin to wash his hands and face. He gave him seed. Then he gave drinking water. The guests went. Then the Brahmin served him the flour of his own portion. Okay, he gave the own portion. I mean the Brahmin's own portion to the poor Brahmin. But could his hunger be satisfied with so small an amount? The Brahmin's wife gave her portion of it. Then the Brahmin's wife gave her own portion to the poor Brahmin. I mean guest Brahmin. The Brahmin's son gave the portion of flour to satisfy the hunger of the guest Brahmin. Yes, the guest Brahmin's hunger was not mitigated. Okay, it is not completed. I mean, the hunger has not finished yet. Is there any more? He asked. Then the portion of the Brahmin's daughter-in-law was served on the platter of the guest for the guest. In this manner, in spite of their own hunger, the Brahmin, his wife, son, and daughter-in-law handed over their own paltry food. Own paltry food means a very small food for service to living beings. The guest Brahmin was happy and got up from his seat. "I am satisfied with your service," said the guest Brahmin. Everybody looked at his direction. In his direction, where is the Brahmin? Where was the Brahmin? There was no Brahmin actually. Dharmadeva himself was standing there. Okay, actually Dharmadeva has come here to test them actually. He said, "I came to test you. Let us uphold this ideal of service to creatures' heart and soul." We should maintain this ideal of service to the creatures. Okay, this is the main part of this chapter 1. Okay, now I want to give you some questions from your textbook, fill in the blanks and matching. I think you should do them, and of course by collecting this picture of this work you can send me as homework. Okay, we know that Ishwar is inside. Or service done to Dash is a service done to Ishwar. Kurukshetra is called Dash. The Brahmin set up an ideal of Dash. Match the words from right with the words in left. Are living beings also Ishwara? Ishwara exists in living beings. We sing praise of Ishwara. Yatra Jiva Tatra Shiva. The guest ate. We are to say prayers, and that is Ishwara Tatra Shiva. Flower, sweet rice. Ishwara exists in living beings as soul and with respect. Okay, you should match this portion to that portion. Got it? And you can do that very easily. By doing that and taking pictures, you can send me as a homework. Also, you should do these short questions for homework. What do you understand by Atma? This is also the questions from your text. What do you understand by living being, and how was the financial condition of the Brahmin, and why did Dharmaveda come as the guest? And by serving whom do we express gratitude? Okay, these kinds of questions as homework you can send me by taking pictures from your khata from your notebook. Clear? Okay. So no more today. I think you have got this point, you have got this chapter, you have got the religious factor from this chapter. Clear? Okay. So no more today, more when we will meet the next time, and that time we will discuss the chapter number 2. Okay. So till then, please look after yourself, look after your family, look after your parents, and don't miss to watch the online classes, to feel the online classes. Okay. And of course, stay safe, and stay safe, stay home. Thank you, and ta-ta.